Was jail fucked? Or
No, it wasn't that bad. Listen, I wasn't getting buck fucked by Bubba in jail. You know, I was in a minimum security prison camp. You know, it wasn't the worst place, no, but jail's jail. It sucked. But my bunkmate was Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong.
oh wow.
Yeah.
What a fucking sell that must have been.
It was great, by the way. It was
Crazy.
hysterical. So that's how I started writing. I tell Tommy stories at night, and he's just rolling on the floor. And then the third night, he's like, dude, I thought you were making this shit up. My wife Googled you. It's all true. He goes, you got to write a book. I'm like, really? Like, I didn't think my life was that crazy because it's like, did you think when it was your life? You don't think your life is. He's like, your life. I don't know. Really think my life's interesting?
Happens.
It's like my life. I don't know if it's that interesting. You know, it's wild, but he's like, dude, I'm Tommy Chong. I think your life is fucking crazy. You got to write a book. So that's how I started writing. But, you know, other than that, jail was for me, I had it about as good as you can have it.
Yeah.
But jail sucks. I mean, it's still, I don't want to glamorize it in the sense that I wasn't happy to be there, but I certainly made the most of it in the sense that I had, you know, I had people working for me in jail. Like, you know, you pay people to be a butler, a fucking cook, a valet.
Yeah.
And it's not expensive in there. And you're helping everyone else out. But then again,
you got to be rolling there like that. You got money. So
yeah, but like, just so you know, it doesn't take a lot of money to roll big in jail. Like, if you have like 300 a month, you're rolling big in jail. It's not like, you get it. It's not like that, you know?
And do you pay them like outside the jail or like inside? Like, does it go to their money outside the jail?
There's multiple ways. You know, sometimes you do it by just giving them stamps in jail. You can have, you know, your friend, which is dangerous. Why Steve Madden got in trouble for this. So Steve Madden did extra time in jail because like for some stupid thing, like his assistant sent someone else in the jail money. You get it? And they got caught and he did an extra 6, like so fucking stupid. Like he was just being generous. Like some guy had no money and he was like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll give you a few $100,000. His assistant sends someone else money and he ended up doing 6 months extra.
So they tack on a lot of time for the smallest shit.
Small shit.
You can do anything. They just tack on fucking 6 months.
Well, I think with Steve Mark, he didn't give him extra time. He didn't get extra time. He didn't get his deduction for good time and for going through what's called the drug program. It's something called RDAP, the Residential Drug Treatment Program. So what happens is when you go to jail and you're an ex-addict, you can say, well, I was, you know, doing what I did because of drugs. So they'll let you go through a program and they'll reduce your sentence by 18 months. So I got sentenced to 4 years and did only 22 months, partially because of good time, good behavior, partially because of this RDAP program. Everybody goes through it, right? Everyone's suddenly a drug addict, right? I had no, I mean, I really was, right? But a lot of people just say, oh yeah, I'm a drug addict. They go through the program, get time off.
When you went to jail, how much did you have going into jail? And then when you came out, how much were you left with?
I had about maybe $500,000 to $1 million going in and zero coming out.
So you had to start fresh.
Start fresh. And I was so fucking happy to start fresh. I got to tell you, it was, you know, looking back at it, there was something amazing about starting over, you know, and it's, you know, and I probably wasn't thinking that at the moment, but looking back at it, you know, it was an amazing journey to go from zero to where I am today again. It was just incredible. And it was like, you know, there was a lot of tough times early on. Like, for example, like shortly after I wrote the book, The Wolf of Wall Street, the global financial crisis hit. And like money became impossible to get. Like I was writing, the book became a huge success, my first book. And then I was writing a second book, which I'd already sold like $1 million, maybe maybe 900,000. And then I was about to write a third book. And you suddenly the price $50,000. Like the money just dried up, and like I had no money.
What was your highest net worth at one point?
Oh, it's probably close to. I mean, if you take the stock of Steve Madden, in excess of $1 billion. Yeah, because Steve. When you look at Steve Madden, I owned 85% at one point, and then fully diluted, probably even after the offers, I owned 25%. It's worth $6 billion now. So I mean, hundreds and hundreds, if not $1 billion.
That's fucking
huge
insane.
money.
Yeah, I went to jail for like a day, and it was enough.
Well,
Enough to realize I don't want to.
That's not jail. That's jail, not prison. Like, is it different? That's a local for what? DWI or what?
Nah, we did like a fake security. I did once.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that thing. Right? What was that like?
A fake security prank. So we dressed up as like Paul Blart Mall cops with the things, the segways.
Yeah.
And then I guess in Texas, in that county, it's not a law like really anywhere else. But in that county, it's illegal to impersonate a security guard. Not even obviously a cop, but a security guard. It's illegal. So they saw what we did on the cameras and shit, and then they had a warrant for my arrest. So
wait a second, it's illegal to impersonate a security guard?
Yeah, in Texas, I guess it's old.
That's
school,
a fucking
right?
stretch.
But
So
yeah, I went.
I
in
can't
there
be a
and
toy cop. Interesting.